This is the Philosominute, giving you what matters in about 5 minutes, starting now.
It's July 3rd, 2026, and tomorrow is the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. That is, July 4th was when the Continental Congress approved the Declaration of Independence. I mean, technically it was probably signed on August 2nd and backdated, but falsely stating the date of things is an American law tradition unto itself. So I guess that's par for the course. Anyway, I've noticed that so many people are talking about America as a historical experience that they're not really talking about America as the politically weird and unusual thing that it is. My guess is that the history nerds are so tangled into the details that they're still trying to unpack its meaning while they write lots of books about what exactly happened. So what exactly did happen? Well, like all those history nerds imply, it needs a history lesson. This semi-quincentennial celebration means that everyone alive today has made this political world normal, and the political life of 300 years ago is very alien to us. We can start by taking away mechanical engines and electricity, but the big difference is that prior to 1776, every single government had a king in some way. Now, a king basically says what everyone does, and they do it. All the king had to watch out for was that the public was sufficiently afraid of or loved the king enough that the king could keep being king. Sometimes the king would have a bureau or governors manage things, but if the king said you should die or go to war, then you're probably gonna die or go to war. Starting around the 1400s, the printing press let the unwashed masses opine against established opinions. The Protestant Reformation in 1517 was an act of pure, principled rebellion against the Catholic Church. And in the mix of this, European seafaring technology meant people could basically make colonies across most of the planet. So, these opportunities for otherwise unimportant non-aristocracy to wildly succeed is the spirit of America. And the Protestant Reformation birthed a bunch of smart philosophers like René Descartes, John Locke, and Adam Smith, who investigated a whole lot of human nature that without certain constraints of religious considerations. Their philosophies, mixed with the Protestants' evangelism and tons of entrepreneurship from the new businesses in the New World, created a very specific condition. This condition allowed the colonists to declare independence, and more importantly, succeed at becoming independent, and then they built the constitutional republic that we still have. Now, some people have asserted that an empire lasts about 250 years. That's really an average, and some have lasted 36, while others have lasted 400. It's obvious the framers of the United States couldn't have anticipated internet surveillance, abortion technology, 3D printed guns, and cars. But at the same exact time, they successfully pegged human nature and were able to make a government that allows the corrupting influence of greed and pride to positively affect society at large. So, will this nation be around in another 250 years? I would say so personally, but not as an empire. Greece and Italy once ran huge chunks of the planet, and they still contribute to the world at large with gyros and pizza. It is abundantly clear, however, that as long as human nature is what it is, every free society on the planet will likely have to be a constitutional republic. Anyway, I hope this added meaning, and I don't take your attention for granted. To reciprocate the value, go to stucky.tech/value, and please have a philosophically improved week.